Yo, it's the shakedown. Break it, take it, make it loud. Gritty like the city where the Giants draw the crowd. Chopped up vocals, beats that pound. Yo, it's the shakedown. Hardest show around. Hardest show around. Black and red and brown. Yo, it's the shakedown. Hardest show around.
Oh, baby. What's going on, Big Blue Nation? Sports fans all around the world. You are now tuned into one of the most dangerous shows on this YouTube. That's right. We're back, baby. It's the Shakedown. Show for the fans by the fans. I am your humble brother. I got my family with me, man. I got same difference. I got Ghost Dog. And I got LRP with me, man. Round of applause to the family. Round of applause to the family. What's going on, family? Family. What's happening? What's happening, man? What's happening? What's going on with it, man? What's going on?
Happy Saturday to you, brother.
Happy Saturday to the family, man.
Happy Saturday.
And you know, usually, we go around and see how the brothers doing, man. But we got a high alert. Something going on here in Giants Nation, man. We know what we do when we outside, we slide, but man, I just this one here for the people them. We caught a high alert. Young Jaxson Dart. I don't know, man. I guess we can ask the brothers, man. Did he make a giant mistake? I'm gonna start off with Ghost Dog, man. Did Jaxson Dart make a giant mistake, man, and put his the locker room in jeopardy, man? And you know, people looking at him maybe differently in the public light.
Man, first and foremost, man, shout out to you, BLKFREEZYTV, for putting on the producing and what have you, and the opening and all that. But as far as a mistake, man, quite possibly, we have yet to see. The Carter 3, Abdul Carter 3, as I like to call him, Carter 3. He had a tweet out there. Yo, I thought this shit was AI. What's going on? You know what I mean? The media gonna do what they do, and they did what they did. Blew it way out of proportion. And he had a response too, like later on in the day, man. You know, they squashed the situation or whatever, what have you. If there was even a situation to be had. However, man, it's just one of those things, fam, where it's like, am I surprised? We got to look first and foremost at who Jaxson Dart is, where he comes from. He's a blue-eyed, blonde-haired kid from Utah of Mormon background. So am I surprised that he aligns himself with certain political ideologies and what have you? Not at all. However, man, this is just one of those situations where it's like, you know, this cannot affect the performance on the field. And as you alluded to earlier, he is the leader of the locker room in certain ways. Obviously, the field general, as the quarterbacks usually do. So, yeah, he's definitely going to have some people looking at him a certain way. On the flip side, like, as a Giants fan, look, man, like I tap and tune into the Giants to distract myself from the bullshit. So as long as the bullshit doesn't follow and affect the on-the-field performance, I'm okay with it. Whatever, like people are allowed to believe what they want to believe and have the ideologies that they want to uphold. But again, this cannot affect the on-the-field performance. So, did he make a giant mistake? For me, it's pending right now. I'll say that much.
Okay. All right, then. All right. Brother LRP, talk to me, man. How you feeling about the situation with Jaxson Dart making a public appearance at the Trump rally? Introduction.
Man, I thought it was unnecessary. I thought the timing, as far as keeping it with just football, I question the team, the individuals behind them, the agent, all the people, all the decision makers involved. And if it was on his own recognizance, then fine. However, you're in New York City, you are with someone who's not popular in that city, to say the least. You're the quarterback, the starting quarterback of that city's franchise, New York Football Giants, I think, and you're about to head off to training camp and start a season. And the individuals that you play with may have some strong feelings about that. So, keeping it football, I live it at the decision, because New York media has a history of running people out of town, have a history of sinking careers before they began. The negativity, the toxicity is astounding. And I think people underestimate that in this current climate when they don't know how to deal with shit anyway. So, disappointing. I'm just being honest, disappointing. You know, so many people, like, y'all remember that game Madden was like Superstar or in Undisputed? When you training your fighter, you gotta do like 2 public events a week or some shit to keep up with the people.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, on that list, this man chose to go see Biff. Like, you couldn't go to Raw, SmackDown. You chose to go see Biff.
Not bad.
Biff, bro.
He got the sports almanac.
Yo, and shout out to 47 for complimenting Jaxson Dart's legs. Did you hear that? Complimenting him, man.
Wow. I didn't
Yeah.
know. No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that. I don't think I wanted.
You know?
Right. You don't have to throw that out there.
No, I don't. I'm now he can keep that one.
In closing, people do what they do.
Right.
The world is upside down. It's been upside down. I was hoping that it would be different with this individual. It really was. I ain't gonna lie. I really was hoping that it would be different. But you know, regardless of all that, the truth is, aligning yourself with anything individual. I forgive and forget nothing. So.
Okay. All right, my brother. All right. Same difference. Talk to me, baby. How we feeling, man? Was it a giant mistake?
It can turn out to be, because, you know, semi-politically speaking, 2/3 of the population don't mess with Guy, and a third of Americans do. So you're doing something to align yourself with a third of what America agrees with, and what 2/3 disagrees with. So that can be a stain on yourself, because any and everything you do or say, you're going to have people that's going to revert back to things like this to get the people's to tie the people's ideologies with yourself, with your words and your actions. You know what I mean? Like, when maybe all you was doing was making a appearance that you're probably contractually obligated to uphold. You know? So the thing that I don't like about it most is that it takes away from football. This has nothing to do with football. And then you're going to have the media asking players of POC and things of that nature, how do you feel about it? And again, that has nothing to do with football. But this is entertainment, right? This is entertainment, man. And it can possibly be dragged on and further than it should, but I want to be able to move beyond it, man, because this has nothing to do with football, and this is going to put a stain on what you've done and what we're looking forward to you doing, because now we're looking at you with a side eye. Why would you align yourself with a third rather than 2/3? unless you agree with some of the policies and the outcomes and the unfair treatment and things like that because you live amongst the privileged. See, I don't want things that don't have to do with football have me start attacking the person that you are. Do you know what I'm saying? You got to be careful what you portray out here because you're just opening the door for people to make attacks on you outside of football. You know what I mean? So that's uh they have people for that, right? They say, hey, you need to make this type of,
PR, public relations.
yeah,
Supposed to.
yeah. So
So
Right.
that's
Where was they at?
what I think. That's what I think is the most interesting about this is that. So when you think about in the age of social media, public relations is a big deal for all things, older and the young. If you're in the public, and you're trying to relate to people, right? So basically, meaning you want to make sure that you don't interrupt the dance, you don't disrupt the groove when it comes to politics or religion. And of course you're supposed to protect the women and children, but I guess that's what everybody is so up in rage about because of all of the newfound information out of the files per se, right? So when all of that stuff came out, now people are questioning everything and trying to figure out what's going on. We got wars, proxy wars, we got aliens, we got all type of stuff going on, and people are trying to figure out what's going on. So we didn't need this particular thing, just like the brother said earlier, inside of our distraction, which is football, to get us away from some of that craziness that's really going on that we're going to have to deal with on, at some point. When it comes to young Jaxson Dart, man, I kind of feel sorry for the kid, but at the same time, he should know what he's getting himself into at this point in time. He spoke about the people in New York, the attitude of the New Yorkers and the people from New Jersey, the tri-state area, all around, and he should know. He should know what type of place he's playing for and the type of people that are rooting for him. And it is what it is at that point in time. But I think this will eventually die down. Abdul Carter did come out and say some things, but then he did retract and say, him and Six was good. Everybody, pretty much stop with the, speculation. But I have to be honest, man.
Carrying on.
I have to be totally honest with you, man. This is when you see signaling and messaging, somebody made a call. Somebody made a call, man. Because pardon me, I'm not doing the family a real service. Let me find the actual footage and play it. He didn't look comfortable. He didn't look comfortable.
I'm sure he didn't. Probably stunk too.
And some of this I'm going to have to mute out because of music. But let me know if y'all can hear it as well.
Please welcome starting quarterback of the New York Giants, Jaxson Dart.
Y'all can hear that?
yeah.
Yeah, we hear.
Yeah, we'll just mute that down real quick. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to know how to tag it right now. But just check his body posture. Check him. Hands in the pocket. LRP, you tell me about some of this body posture too. You know what I'm saying?
I can't even. I can't even know. Hey.
You've been in a different state of mind.
Yeah.
Big Blue Nation, it's a pleasure to be here. I gotta start this off with a Go Big Blue.
Listen how odd this is.
Follow with me. Go Big Blue. Go Big Blue. Go Big Blue. Go Big Blue. What an honor, what a privilege it is to be here. And without further ado, I'm grateful, I'm honored, I'm pleasured to introduce the 45th and 47th President of the United States of America, President Donald J. Trump.
And 47.
Yo, how much you want to bet that the majority of those people in there ain't even Giants fans?
No.
Nah, you can hear it from the Go Big Blue. The Go Big Blue.
right.
That's how I know
I
this is.
didn't even know.
Yeah, that's how I know it was so uncomfortable. Yeah, it just looked so uncomfortable. It looked like it just was a call that he just had to be there. I don't know. I'm not saying what his political anything was, but I could tell from body posture, like It didn't look
Yeah.
like he was into it, pumped. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he was like, yo,
Yeah.
I'm pumped to be here for real. He
Yeah.
got his hand in his pocket.
Yeah.
I slim it down to 47, 57. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
that don't look like the
I-
confident Jaxson Dart that I've seen talking, you know. But everything
Yo.
we've seen him talk about up to this point has been about football. But my bad, guy.
I see what this is about, man. This is remember he was a little bit outspoken about the Tish. Oh, I'm not playing for the Giants with that.
I don't remember that. Yeah, I don't remember that.
It was something came out when Tish came up in the files, and then it was word that came out that Jaxson Dart was like, I'm not playing for the Giants if he's still owner of this team. So this was like a chill, young pup. We need you to sit it down. That's my friend. That's one of my friends. One of my, rich and powerful friends.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now I feel you. Now, okay. Now what's I don't know. I saw some flash into the. I know. I saw the peace to the family. Mosley. All right.
Luke Mosley, yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And
And
then
shout out to Tyron.
all right,
Hussein.
all right. Somebody
Yeah,
got
no,
it.
I
Yeah,
ain't even
yeah.
shout
Click
out
them.
to
Click
that
them
Go
up.
ahead, I
Yeah,
got
click
you.
them up. Click them up. Click
Bring
them
up.
up. All right. Okay, brother. Whoever was pulling that up. Yeah,
Yeah, I was doing that. Give me
doing
a
that same
sec
time.
here.
Yeah.
Shout out that
Stop
bullshit.
crying. He loves a winner. Trump is a great president. I mean, I don't think nobody really crying. I just think we're having a conversation, but to each their own.
Yeah. There's never no crying. Nobody's crying
Right.
about anything. If anything, I don't think he even wanted to be there.
Don't fall for the
You know,
buzzwords, man.
Yeah, no. Come on, family. Come on. Everybody here is mature, man. Everybody is
Right.
mature. So, I mean, if anything, he looked uncomfortable. He didn't look like he wanted to be there from my perspective. So when it comes to this in terms of football in the locker room,
Mm.
how do y'all feel? You know what I'm saying? Because we know Abdul said something out loud first and then retracted after having a conversation according to him. But this is the generation of the children that they like to live their lives on social media.
Right.
So how do you think this is affecting the locker room? I'm gonna go ahead to you, Ghost, man. Talk to me, baby.
It could be divisive for sure, but it's just one of those things, Freeze, where it's like my issue with the whole situation is like, why everybody want to dogpile on Abdul Carter? You know what I mean? Like a lot of people was out there personally attacking him, whether it be his faith or his family background or like his past or what have you. It's just a lot of unnecessary like madness, and it's just things like this is like can be the catalyst for, like, as you said, like, because that could be now the New York media is attacking Abdul Carter over here for speaking his piece, when on the flip side, Jaxson Dart kind of said his piece by even being there in the first place. You know what I mean?
Said Biff was the greatest president. Motherfucking Biff. That's what he said.
Right.
I'm sorry. I ain't mean to cut you off, Ghost. I'm sorry.
Nah, but you good, man. It's just, again, man, we just, it needs to be contained, fam. They got to have these conversations behind closed doors and just get to business. This cannot affect the on-field product. That's my main concern right now. Because look, Jaxson Dart is allowed to believe what he wants to believe and is allowed to vote and follow who he wants to. I don't care. But at the end of the day, I will say this, and I'm going to just leave it here. He's the face of the New York Football Giants. He's not the face of New York City. Right? And for me, is a few years ago, they said, shut up and dribble. Be quiet and throw the ball. That's what I'm going to say. Be quiet and throw the ball. That's what you need to do.
I don't know on this one. This one, I'm just like, all right, I reserve all emotional anything. You know what I'm saying? This looked like a public service announcement for the president for coming through town in New York City.
The more I'm looking at the picture too, I feel like this is right. This was the moment when he told him, like, on his ears, like, yo, your legs look fantastic, bro.
Oh,
well,
I'm not into any of that, bro. It's just it looks like a public service announcement. It looks like he called in something like, let me get the golden boy. Come out here and announce
New York, help out my image a little bit. Right.
Last thing I got to say about this is second thought that I had was from that movie Bronx Tale, when two parts. First thing, we was teaching Colosio how to play dice. He was like, I don't want his face, seeing that face. when he rolled my dice. I don't want his face to see his face when he throw my dice. Throw in the bathroom. That was the first one. The second one is when they were at the horse races. The dude came out there and they all found out that he bet on the same bet or the same horse that everybody else did. Sonny was like, man, tear up your ticket. Tear up your ticket. That's how I felt. That was the second thought that I felt. It's like, can't have shit. Can't have shit.
Just when you thought shit was all right, right?
Just rip up your ticket. You don't really just rip up your ticket. Everything that, you know what I mean? Just rip up your ticket.
Yeah. It's team sport. Team sport. So that's why, want to know, if anything about the locker room. But we got our brother with us, man. Shakes Montana. What's going on, Shakes? Okay. Guess we don't got our brother with us.
I think he gathered himself. Just give him some time.
Nah, he dropped off. He dropped off.
Oh,
yeah. Now I just want to see how this is going to affect the locker room, if anything, because it's all different type of people. It's 52 other people there, regardless of the skin tone or whatever. Everybody has a different thing now. America is such a divided place from religion to politics. So you already see right now, all of this stuff, that's jumping in here, all of these people, right? Because it's like this particular topic, people can't wait to react on versus getting the information and, pretty much
all gonna holler,
figuring out what's going on, right? So when I saw it, I was like, ooh, for New York, it's a bad look, right? But as far as, the way the parties are going, right? But as far as when I saw him walk out there, I was like, he don't look like Jaxson. He don't look confident. He don't look like he walking out there like, yo, I'm proud to be here. So for real. You know what I mean? So,
and not for nothing. You know what I mean? I saw it fully in full just now when you played it. I didn't realize just how uncomfortable he was until you pointed it out, fam. For real.
That's why I actually was like, did you see it? Because it's so easy now. We got to understand something, guys. That we're in the age of social media, so there's instant gratification with everything, especially emotion. So you get to react before you even see or know or respond to know what you just saw was real or what was the the full premise of the clip. So when I saw the clip of it, I was like, ooh, because I just saw him at the podium and all of this, this actual picture. I was like, ooh, this looks kind of wild. But when I saw the full clip, I was like, oh, he don't look like he really want to be there.
Right.
So. But it is what it is.
At the end of the day, it's completely unnecessary. It could have been another completely different event. You feel now these players got to field questions now, regardless. It's an instant distraction. I don't care what nobody say, regardless of all the people that want to put a little comments, this and that. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing. As far as this organization, as far as football, you're about to start training camp. You'd be mad at any other player doing anything else that's less offensive.
All right. That's a fact.
So these players got to field questions now and waste time.
This is
Coach
true.
does too.
What LRP just said. Well, Coach is going to be able to handle that professionally, but what he just said is going to kind of crack some of the canvas because everybody has to be trained the same way. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to their PR. So what LRP just said is actually there's absolutely facts.
So fuck how you feel. That's what's going to happen. And it was unnecessary.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. Old boy went to Raw and look how they reacted.
Who? What happened?
Yeah, I got a question. You think it was his own PR team?
Event. It was like shit. He be getting pushed that way.
Right.
Oh my god.
Really? No, they got a contract. They got an actual contract with Raw, so that's why he wasn't the only one. There's the offense. There's a couple people that went. They got
acting like we don't live through this New York bullshit.
WFF.
Not y'all on the panel, but people. Like, yo, this shit is it's unnecessary.
I agree, LRP. But my question is this: you think it was Jaxson Dart's own team that was like, yeah, let's go ahead and do this?
What you mean?
Like, because you know how every player, especially superstars like a Jaxson Dart, he's gonna have like his own media team around him. So you think it was his own people, his own camp that was like, yo, like let's do this?
This is what I truly believe, right? At this point in time, because we also got to understand something, just like the brother said earlier. This is entertainment, right? And the NFL also has a contract with the military. You know what I'm saying? That's why we see the Jets and all the good stuff, and they got a pipeline of
Proud to be
recruiting.
an American.
So
Right.
I understand all of it, right? But this is the reason why they show up at the champions show up at the White House, regardless who the president is. And then you see who will delineate based off of their political ideology or whatever have you. But this type of situation right here is pretty unique.
Yeah, has this ever happened before?
Yeah, it's pretty unique. That's why when I saw him, he didn't look comfortable. If he'd have came out if he'd have came out there with his shoulders out, hands out his pocket, looking like yo,
Chest all
pumping the
out,
crowd
right.
up, chest in the, you know what I'm saying? Vibing, you know what I'm saying? I would have been like, oh, this is different.
Yo, and I'll say this much too. If this was George W. Bush we was talking about, we wouldn't even be having a conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
I
it's
think
just
that's
the
that's why
you know-
I'm really just trying to avoid is actually talking about the actual character of the situation. The situation
right.
is he went out there. This is the president.
Yeah.
This is the president of the United States. So
Yeah.
I mean, at a certain point, I got to give him a pass. I don't know what's going on with the family, but one thing I do know is that a lot of people always going to have questions because of the way his persona is, because he got swag about him. You know what I'm saying? He got that appeal about him that you like, yo, that what the people call invite to the barbecue situation. I don't agree with all
Right.
of that, but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like, he got that, he got that about him. So people will get upset if they think he had a different ideology to what they built in their mind versus on what his life is. You know what I mean? That's another thing. You know what I mean? That's why I'm like, if he got to live his life, he got to live his life. But here's the question before, I take it off to our brother Shakedown Montana. Are we realizing that this call that was put in came from a higher power that actually believes in these particular ideologies, which are the people that own and govern the team?
Mm,
It's a great point.
right.
That's a great point. Can't argue it.
You're speaking of Tisha Mera.
Yes, of course.
Man,
baby.
listen.
Yes, it's
That, that,
the
that,
network.
that one name shouldn't be
Absolutely.
network,
affiliated.
baby.
Absolutely.
It's the network.
And we all knew that years ago. So like I said, so none of this has nothing to do with that. We already know what it is. We been knew what it was. So don't get that part twisted.
Shakes Montana, you got a stable line? You okay, brother? It looked like they didn't want you to get your piece off. You know what I'm saying, boy? They didn't want you to speak your
Nah, it was my
information.
motherfucking mic and shit, bro. It's like every time I came through and shit, pause, like my mic would just go.
Sound like it still is, Mike.
Yes, it sounds like somebody kidnapping you right now.
For real, bro. As soon as I start talking, it start getting crazy out this bitch.
Yeah, you all right, bro? All right, cool.
And snatched him in the wind.
Yeah, I guess so.
Good.
Oh, they all right now.
Just don't
Oh,
want
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah, yeah.
background, but
All right, there you
I'm
go.
good.
All right, yeah, nah.
Those
Talk to
are
us, man.
staying.
What's going on with your son, man? What's going on at the dinner table, brother? What's happening, man? Talk to me.
Sweetheart.
Nah, that's his mother's side. That's his mother's side. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Ah, that's a cop out.
He hit us. He hit us with the prop Joe and shit.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
that's
his
with the cop
nephew.
out.
Oh,
Nephew,
man.
nothing I can do.
Don't do it, Shakes. Don't
Big
He
do
hit
it.
three.
us
3-0.
with the prop Joe Shakes.
Yeah, shout out to the Knicks, man. Big 3-0, man. Big 3-0. Championship
Oh, Lord.
on the way, man.
Oh, man.
Shout out to the
Oh,
New
Lord.
York Knickerbockers, you
Shout
heard?
out to the Knicks, man.
Yeah, let's change
Yeah.
this.
Mm.
Shakes, remember the topic, but let's get this off the screen if we could.
You know what I mean? Get the brooms ready, B. Get
Yo,
the brooms
you're
ready,
crazy.
son.
Janitorial, you heard?
You heard?
Yeah, shout out to the Knicks, man. Round of applause to the Knicks. 3-0. Look like, yeah.
Shit. Mosey popping the
Editorial
champagne
closet is
early.
coming out. Yeah. That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like. But all right, nah, Shakes, man. So you ain't got nothing to say about that situation, right? You good to go?
Yeah, I'm good on that, bro. You know I don't touch those politics, bro.
You said I don't touch those politics, shouty. All right, well, moving on. Everybody closed, right? We good?
Yes, sir, man. Just,
Yeah, we good. We good. I just want to make sure.
Everybody want to be down until it's time to be down. Hopefully he's down when it's time to be down. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. Shout out to Jaxson, man. I think that was a
For real.
peculiar situation they put him in.
New Jack City, man.
That's
Yeah.
WWE shit, man. That ain't nothing but entertainment, man. I ain't.
Yeah.
Right. SmackDown was
Okay,
happening at the
okay,
same
Donald.
time.
I see.
Yeah.
My bad, Saint. I'm just saying SmackDown was happening at the same time.
See, I know he's gonna have a little overlay. I know he's gonna have a little reverberation.
That's it. That's it. I was good. I was good. I was good. I'm good.
All right, moving on. All right. OTAs, man. Days 1 to 3. Early standouts and tactical shifts, man. Before we get on to the information, does anybody had any early standouts that they saw from the information they peeped that they just want to talk about real quick?
Hold up, say that one more time, Freeze.
Yeah. Anything in the OTAs that you've been checking, like anybody you've been checking that you're like, yo, man, I've been peeping this information. This happened. I think that any standouts, you know what I mean? Any things that you saw, from your particular point of view.
Not from that aspect. I thought it was time for me to jump off the bridge with the neighbor stuff. So, but that's all I had.
Yo.
I ain't told nobody else but y'all, so I guess.
Yo. It's gonna be a
Jump
premiere.
off the bridge with the neighbor stuff. Okay, all right.
Yeah, that was the only thing I had. I don't think that we're gonna get neighbors back. I don't think that we're gonna get neighbors back at all.
We'll save that. We'll save
I think
that.
his
We'll
10. Oh, okay. All right. That's all I got. I ain't got
All right.
nothing else
Well,
to swallow.
speaking of not getting neighbors back, we had another sighting of the Odell Beckham situation. This is a football decision. This is not a PR stunt, as we saw with the Jaxson Dart. I think that was PR. He pretty much perked up after Carl Banks was singing his praises, and a fan came into the comments and stated, "Odell's washed up."
Oh man.
And then he came into the comments and said these two things. He said, "And save your tweets too. Ain't nothing you could say about me. Can you, brother? Love you." Second tweet. "Should have just left me alone. I wasn't bothering nobody. Now you poked the tiger. Can't wait." So these are the type of things that happen. Like this is what I was trying to explain to my brother LRP before. He started this for me. Like I would never look at nobody tweet or never I wouldn't even think about it. He was the one that, would pretty much drive this interest to see what would really happen or what's going to go on. And how real do we truly believe at this point in time this thing is for Odell Beckham with us having all of this wide receiver non-depth? We got 2 down and none to go. Talk to me. Same difference. Talk to me. How we feeling about this, man? Is this a real or is it a PR stunt?
It's definitely all real. He's motivated. He's motivated in his own right. You know what I mean? Like he still feel like he could play in this game and he got things to prove. And then you got, just because everybody has internet and Twitter now, everybody think they could just say whatever they want to people they could never even see or touch. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think we got something in the works. The veteran presence is welcomed here. Harbaugh already said they've been in talks. They're in continual talks. It may be what's this? This is mandatory minicamp going on right now?
It's voluntary.
A voluntary, all right. So we got voluntary minicamp going on right now, but when it start getting closer to the season and we start knowing what's going on, get a better idea what's going on with the medicals and availability to the players that's on our team and things like that, I think this right here will become more realistic. You know what I mean? We're going to welcome 13 back and let him get involved, man, and show these people, man, he's nowhere near done. He ain't done yet, man, and he want to bring it home with it anyway. So this is not a PR stunt.
All right. Ghost Dog, talk to me, baby.
Yeah, man. I'll believe it's not a PR stunt all the way up until June, because I keep hearing this rumor going around that after June 1st, this is when it's gonna happen, after June or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And with us minus a neighbors and lacking Slayton was with his health situation there, yeah, no, I don't think this is a PR stunt, man. I just think they're waiting, they're biding their time, they're letting some of this training camp die down, and then eventually, like when it comes time, like closer and closer to when they feel like they need to do it, they're gonna pull the trigger on this, man. I just think they got the real number 13 in the chamber, ready and waiting for him to come back into the building. You know what I mean? And take that jersey off the fake 13 and put it back on his back. You know what I'm saying?
Fake 13.
So that's how I'm feeling right now. That's where I'm at with it. No, this is not a PR stunt until it becomes a PR stunt.
Okay. All right. LRP, talk to me, baby.
Yeah, I mean, getting involved with somebody on Twitter or whatever, I'm far removed from that portion of it, but I do think that it is needed. So I do hope that they sign them, because we are going to be down some people for a couple of months, several months.
All right. Okay, we might as well talk about it now, man. You might as well just go ahead.
Jump out that window, LRP.
Go ahead,
You
man.
alluded
Say your piece, or what
throwing
you
it all out in
alluded
the
to.
air.
What I say?
What is going on?
We're gonna be down for a long time. All of this. Don't keep whistling, bro. We can hear it.
Juju
Go
out
ahead
there,
now.
man. That's what's going on. Damn.
I'm just saying, man.
What's going on with the wide receiver room and a particular person who has 2 knee injuries? It's not just an ACL; he got an MCL as well.
And a
Talk to us,
meniscus.
brother.
And this meniscus.
I mean, pardon me.
a
Pardon me. No, it was ACL and a meniscus. Pardon me.
Yeah, it's real clogged up, man.
It's ACL and a shock absorber. My bad.
Nah, right. I got you all day already. But I just think I really don't think that we're going to get him back anytime soon. I think this is 10 months. I think that 10-month clock starts next month. I truly believe that, and they ain't got to say it out loud right now. They can pub and kick the can down the road as far as information. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm definitely signing Odell Beckham, because I already know, and I put it out my mind, that if I really want Malik Nabers to be the wide receiver that he wants to be long term, I'm sitting him, and he doesn't have to rush with this move. You know what I mean? Doesn't have to rush. Odell's there. He can be in, a joint at the hip, learning the game. Next season, you come out blasting. You don't lose nothing. I feel. So I'm definitely signing Odell. Either him or old boy. What's the old boy with all the girls?
Diggs.
Yeah.
One
or
Diggs,
the other.
right?
But one of them. Yeah, Stephon Diggs. Yeah, thank you. But one or the other has to come here now, because I think Nabers is going to be, I think he's out of commission for a while. If he coming back right anyway.
So what you said, after the bye, you think he coming back, right? That's what you
maybe
said?
maybe 2 weeks after that.
Damn.
Because of all the stuff that they had to clean. Apparently, his meniscus had a lot of stuff, gook and whatnot, and medical terminology stuck in it. And they had to clean all of that out, that scar tissue. Freezy, I know Freezy feel me, I don't know what I'm saying for real, but a little bit. And he said that that's a 10-month healing process in order to be back fully.
Shakes Montana. Talk to me, baby. Is this a PR stunt? And do you need a reply to our brother about what's going on with
number
Malik
one
Nabers?
Ooh. Yeah. So let me see. I'll talk about the OBJ thing first. Well, no, actually, I'll talk about what LRP just said. With Nabers, I am a little bit alarmed. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm alarmed on this injury of Nabers. Hearing about the second surgery and hearing about all this meniscus and all this other bullshit. Man, I already knew that it was a bad injury, but it's just like every report, it just seems like it's getting worse and worse. So I'm not on the LRP is right train right now. Pause. So if you want to say it's a pause moment, but I'm not on that route. But I am on the. That looks funny. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. And to me, I'm always on the side of having insurance, right? Like I'm always like, well, if this happens, I need to have this backup plan. Like for example, I thought about this the other day where I was like, man, Hurts. People are questioning whether he's going to be on the team or not, and a lot of us think he is going to be on the team. But it is a question. But when you think about it, I don't think it should be a question, because if Ricard, knocks on wood, God forbid, goes down, who's going to replace him? Who? You got to have a backup plan. So now, you know what I mean, switching forms back to the Nabers thing, you know what I'm saying? If he does not come back, if he is not ready, if he is not the same player that he was before the injury right now, we have to have insurance. And that's where OBJ comes in. And now I'm going to touch on this subject, pause. But no, I don't think that it's a PR stunt. I think OBJ is the type that pays attention to what people are saying. The fans, the media, tweeters, all that. You know what I mean? Like he looks at it all. So if he sees something that he feels like he got to respond to, then he will. He's that type of player. Him and Nabers is one in a kind in that nature. So I don't think it's a PR stunt. I think it's definitely real of what happened. There are fans that saying he's washed up, and he's like, hell no, I'll show you. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how that rolls and how that goes. But everything to me tells me that the stars are aligning, baby. And you know what I mean? It's an open spot for him, man, especially with the Slayton thing. You know what I mean? When Slayton went down, even though he should be back for camp, and that's the reports and all that stuff, with him going down and you know what I mean, him coming off an injury, that opens the door for my boy OBJ. You know what I mean? Especially knowing that we don't know what the fuck going on with Nabers.
All right. LRP, do me a favor, man. Read them some comments. Read them joints off if you could.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Willie. He said Black Breezy just asking, is OBJ really coming back? And is he even in football shape? I'm a Cowboys fan. I like y'all show because y'all keep it real. Appreciate that.
Appreciate that, Willie.
Even shout out to, the dude, I was about to call him derogatory, but I ain't going to do that. Be nice. But he called us losers. And I just want to say thank you for tuning in. Hit that like button.
Yeah, I had to get him up out of there.
I understand.
Hey, make sure you leave a comment too.
Clauder says, just saying, big mistake. Why do you say that?
Yeah, leave it down below. Why? Explain just a little bit, bro. You don't need to.
Signing OBJ. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Unless that's what you're referring to. I don't.
Yeah, I'm hoping if he's staying on topic. I don't know if he might be talking about the thumbnail, but yeah. When it comes to OBJ, man, here's the thing with the I'll deal with the Malik first. The Malik was a cleanup. Malik been going hard trying to get back. If you haven't watching his actual Instagram, I haven't kind of tuned in. I think what the problem is with Malik is the perception of when he was supposed to be back. Because even, it even had me a little drunk a little bit until I had to go and look and see exactly what everybody was saying about it. Right, because before we even knew what the cleanup was, people knew that he had a cleanup because he came in on the crutches. We didn't know what that was, right? Remember when we saw that picture? No one knew what that was. That was the cleanup. So we just getting the information a little bit later, and of course you're gonna need a cleanup if you're getting stiffness and swelling and you can't bend the leg after you put trauma on it. You're gonna have to clean up some of that scar tissue. So when you eventually get to a proper state of hemostasis, you'll be good to go. But like I think Harbaugh said the truth. He said he's in the middle of it. When he said that, that's what made me really just go back and look like, all right, well, the actual orthopedic surgeons had different timelines than what Joe Shane said. Joe Shane messed us up with the perception of this kid was going to be ready sooner than he was.
Mhm. And that's half of what I'm going on too, Freezy, from when we played that those clips. When the coach spoke, he said he's in the middle of it, he's in the grind. And that's I put that to be completely back, I feel. And like I said, I ain't no Cheyenne Bryan, I ain't no doctor. But I'm just saying.
That's crazy.
Exactly. It's all poetic, baby, bars.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I will still say 10 months.
All right. And I would say this about the wide receiver room. I think they prepped themselves properly. I think they did it properly. I think they went and got 2 wide receivers in the offseason. One that could be a number 1 wide receiver in his own right, and Darnell Mooney. And then Calvin Austin, who is showing us he might be prime and he might be in, some of the best shape of his career and able to go out and get some, see ball, get ball. And went out there and drafted a young stud by the name of Malachi Fields. So I think that we're in a good prime position. And just to think about it, leading off into the day 1 of the OTAs, Malachi Fields had the play of the day with a one-handed grab, showing off the athleticism, an extreme catch radius. Second play of the day was Jameis Winston to Boot Collins. Yeah. A little bit. All right. Deep completion, beating both safeties and cornerbacks. And this information was coming from Giants.com. So none of the beat writers were in the building. So they didn't really tell who was who directly on that one from what I saw off the tweeters. But Calvin Austin, he was flashing, man. Elite speed, quickness. Yak, yards after catch, sideline burst. I didn't know if the brothers caught any of that information or saw any of the footage of what happened from. Oh, actually, there wasn't no footage or read anything that happened from day 1. Did anybody read any of the captions that happened from day 1?
Other than was it likely with the acrobatic catch?
Nah, it was Malachi on day 1. Yeah, because they
Malachi
all kind of combined together. Yeah, because we kind of only saw a lot of it when the media was there day 3. So we kind of saw some things, but they kind of like mashed everything in it together. But day 1 and 2, there was no media availability. So yeah, that's what I was asking if y'all read anything that stood out.
Outside of Gunner making some plays, that's about it. Malachi was also that one article where Shakes was alluding to where he dropped the pass.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get. I was trying to get some of that out. See if I could. I know if Shakes. You know what I'm saying? Let me speak to Shakes directly. To Shakes, was there anything from day 1 or 2 that you from this particular player that you wanted to speak to the people about? Okay. All right. Yeah.
Still having mic troubles.
Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah, Malachi Fields.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything that I seen ever since I seen that report, man, the boy is balling. Pause, but
I was waiting for you to go out here and jump out the window.
Nah,
I was about to say, Shakes, go read that again.
Yeah, I done read it. Ever since I done read that article, I done read him making crazy acrobatic catches, and he's catching everything is thrown to him. I see the reports. I see it.
Yeah, this baby Plexico, bro. Don't be disrespectful.
Yeah, you can't.
They like what they see from the fighting Irishman. You know what I mean? Fields.
Yeah,
and,
both of them.
Collins. Yeah,
both of them.
Yeah.
Collins looked like he a little swole up too. I was like, yo.
Yeah, Collins like fuck that, son.
They slept on Bo Collins last year.
Yeah,
he was running the wrong route, bro. He was running the wrong route. That's why, bro.
He was.
But he better now.
I hope so.
But he learned now.
But he better now.
What Kodak say? I hope so. Yeah,
I hope his mistakes. What I also like is the wheel routes. That they're gonna be using that a lot. And Tracy, is what I'm
Yeah.
hearing. And as well as I think I mentioned this in the last episode that we did on Thursday, but that my son is under center, man. Last year, a lot of shotguns and all that, but nah, man, we're gonna be a run first offense this year, so he's gonna be on the center. We're gonna have some I formations. This is what I'm talking about, baby. This is everything I'm reading, man. I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it.
Yep.
Like
We're getting there. We're getting there.
at McDonald's, I'm loving it.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Yep. So the
Man.
brother Shakes is talking about pretty much what they was doing on day 3 to end it off, but we gonna get there. We gonna get there, my brother.
Oh, all right, my bad. I'm skipping ahead.
Yeah.
My bad.
Just a little bit. It's all good. It's all good. Also on day 1, no contact, all havoc. Colton Hood was out there, multiple pass breakups with the signature hood down celebration. Kind of interesting too, because remember, Andrew Thomas got work day 1 and 2. Abdul Carter, man, leap burst and Ben getting in the backfield. Drew Phillips also helping with supporting the run. But Burns, Thibodeau, Carter, even Chauncey Golston was living in the backfield day 1. How we feeling about that? We feeling a little offensive line trying to get it together, get the quibs out the stomach.
Already. They would have took their sumo classes. They wouldn't be having no problems right now.
I just think that, bro, they gonna get that work, bro. All on camp, bro. All in the OTAs, all that shit. They gonna get that work from this defense. So they gonna, by the time they hit week 1, man, they gonna be strong unit, man, because they done went through some wars in camp, man.
Gonna make them boys strong.
Yeah, I mean, with the line, I was gonna say with the line, we know this is the underwear Olympics, but this is about agility. It's just showing agility. Like, you just can't get in front of that man. You can't cover him. You know what I'm saying? He just
that footwork.
running. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's gonna happen to you. You got to deal with it.
I don't know if we got this on deck pause, but Roy Rouse Harris, man,
that's on deck. It's on deck. I'm gonna get him too.
I'll wait for it then.
Because all of that really happened day 3. All of it happened day 3.
Okay, got you.
Yeah. All right, but Colton Hood was cutting it up. Drew Phillips, you know what I'm saying, supporting the run. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna, man, I think that backfield is gonna be solidified. I don't know if they're gonna go with a rotation aspect. We're gonna see what happens with the Newsome, because Newsome, got in there too a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But day 2, red zone ruthless, man. Jaxson Dart, Isaiah Likely, as you can look on your screen and see. He was channeling his inner Plexico himself, climbing the ladder. Player today, acrobatic catch, one-handed, ultimate mismatch weapon. Didn't wind up a touchdown, but was a beautiful catch. Theo Johnson also got in the mix, man, catching a whole bunch of passes, but actually caught a scoring pass from Jameis Winston. Hardball praising the tight end room during the presser. Make sure you check Shakedown Shenanigans. The brother LRP was breaking those down as well for the family. Had an Eric Gray sighting, man. Brother caught a touchdown. Jameis out there spreading the love to the family, spreading the love to the backs. Just like Shakes was saying earlier, they were focusing on the backs, also catching out of the backfields on day 1. And Tyrone looked pretty promising, even though I don't have him up here on the slide. Tight window connection. That was one of the little pieces they did let out. Unfortunately, I don't have the video up here of Dart throwing a tight window spiral in the gunner. A nice shaven, Gunner looking like he from Top Gun now. He the real Top Gun right now. You know what I'm saying? Gunner to shave the ponytail off, shave the long hair off. Looking like a clean-cut gentleman out there. Caught a nice tight window spiral from Jaxson Dart in traffic. And all I saw in the scene was Arvell Reese. Arvell Reese he was almost there, son. Not quite.
Arvell Reese.
You know what I'm saying? Malachi Fields also
Gunner was in the danger
a couple
zone.
in heavy traffic. Yeah, man. But how we feeling, man, really about the way we're going to, because we're talking about the wide receivers, right? But that tight end room, man, is going to be getting a lot of receptions, man. They're going to be taking some target share away from the wide receiver room, man. And we know, we talk about Neighbors, but really might be saving a little bit of ego. But talk to me. Same difference, man. How you feel about the tight end room and how it's going to affect the wide receiver room and the tight end shit?
I feel the tight end room is definitely upgraded. It's going to be a problem if we could get Theo Johnson to work on his hands and come up with those catches and critical moments that he was dropping last year and things like that. It's going to be a dynamic duo. Like you could come out double tight ends looking like you're running the ball, and then you got 2 6'5" plus guys going down the field. Just throw it up to me type of thing. It's going to be lovely, man, because those guys going to open up the middle, the underneath routes and things like that. So it's going to be advantageous for the wide receivers. Somebody like Calvin Austin or Mooney coming across the field underneath routes and slants and things like that, man. So I think we're in a good position, man. We even I forgot how many tight ends I said we're keeping, but was it Theo Johnson, Likely, Manhurts. I don't know if I kept 3, but I'm sorry. Fedoni?
Yep.
Fedoni, right? Yeah, Fedoni.
I was about to say, even if you did keep 3, what would be the 3?
I gotta have Manhurts for the blocking, and he has underrated catching ability, and it's going to be Theo Johnson, and of course, Likely. So that's my 3 for the tight end room, because we have a card who can also get out there and block on edges and things like that. So it's gonna be fun to watch, man, and I'm excited for it.
No doubt. All right, LRP, talk to me, man. How you feeling about this tight end room, man? Is it going to take some reps, some of those snaps? Not really snaps, but it's going to take some of the target share away from the wide receiver room.
Absolutely. I mean, and it should be a good balance. You know what I mean? If you're really trying to have a good attack, you definitely want to use this room. You want to utilize it like all the other teams do. In your personnel, you get 2 tight ends and your 12 personnel. You rock and roll. Pick your poison. So absolutely, especially you got strong people, really, really good players in these positions. Theo Johnson is just coming into his own. Isaiah Likely is also coming into his own at his second stint, but just a little bit further along in his training. But shit, hell yeah.
All right. Ghost Dog, talk to me, baby. Woo.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a band though. I feel more comfortable with this tight end room than the wide receivers. And it's not that we don't have the talent in the wide receiver room, but it's just
oh man, you're hurting me, baby.
I know what we have in the tight ends, and I'm comfortable. Like I'm good with the 4.
Okay.
The wide receivers is like we got a lot of choices that we got to make here. You know what I mean? So
okay, I got
from that aspect, that's why I'm more comfortable with the tight ends. Like, I mean, come on, Isaiah Likely is definitely going to be making some red zone plays. I expect Theo Johnson to get better this season as well. Manhurts is sneaky good in certain situations as well, even though he's better with the blocking. And last, but certainly not least, if we can get Fedoni involved, it's gonna get real crazy.
Yeah, that is interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, and look, they can't keep playing the can't body stash game with him, bro. Somebody's gonna snatch him up. So.
He got hands, you know what I mean? And insane. We should send what's the name? One of those Hulk Hogan hand toy things so he can open up jars and whatnot. No, bodybuilders, they do everything else, but don't fuck with the wrist at all, bro. We can't open up shit.
No flexibility either. Can't even wipe their ass. Pause.
Yeah, you gotta, pause. You gotta squeeze the Hulk Hogan shit. Work on your vitamins. Squeeze the Hulk Hogan hand to it.
Next Montaigne, talk to me, man.
So John Harbaugh says that this is the best tight end group in the league, Craig.
Oh man, talking about jumping out windows.
That's what he said. I tend to believe him. You look at Isaiah Likely, man, he's a weapon. Y'all, Y'all talk about him in the red zone, LRP. I heard everything you said. I heard everybody. But you know what I'm saying? And yeah, he's definitely a threat in the red zone, but he's a threat all over the field because you can line him up anywhere. Line him up anywhere, bro.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He's
Yeah.
a weapon. He's a weapon. And then, yeah, I mean, Theo Johnson, man. To me, and somebody brought up the fact that he was dropping. I think it was LRP, but he dropped those critical passes. No, it was same. It was same. But dropped those critical passes last year, and he did. But when you look at his production later in the year, like he was more solid. Now I think he dropped maybe like one or two late in the year, but he was more solid. Like he was starting to get that together. And then you have Likely coming on the team who don't drop balls at all. Pause. You know what I'm saying? So when you got that guy in your tight end room and on the practice field, the camp and all that, and he's not dropping nothing, how you think you're gonna want to drop something? He like, hell no, I ain't dropping shit. You know what I'm saying? And when he catches those passes, man, he catches with all hands. He's an all hands catcher. Ain't nobody catcher, none of that. All hands. You know what I'm saying? So I believe he takes a huge step and jump up this year. I think he's going to remind Harbaugh of Mark Andrews. Really. Really. I really truly believe it. And then yeah, like I spoke on Manhurts, his importance, you know, just in case a Ricard goes down, knock on wood, God forbid, you know, you do have a Manhurts in the building. And then, like y'all said with Fedone, like, you know what I'm saying, this is the guy, our best kept secret. You know what I'm saying? The guy that we stashed. As soon as he had a nick on his toe, we was like, IR. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Stashed him like a hamster, baby. You know what I mean? So I think that they have high hopes for him going into especially this season. So I think that he does make the team. I think he's going to not get significant time, but he will get his snaps. And if somebody goes down, we got somebody right there. So yeah, I think that this tight end room is a beast. And just like Harbaugh said, might be best in the league, Craig.
I'll say real quick, if I may, I completely disagree with this. Regardless of everything that we did at the top of the show, or even the thumbnail, we definitely are not going to do this. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this boy's style of play. I say this and I say it to 1,000 people. There's nothing wrong with his style of play. All that, protect yourself, this, that, and the third. I heard people, you can't be in the blue tent. We heard that to death. We heard that to death. We get enough of that from the national people.
Yeah.
We ain't doing that here. Ain't nothing wrong with that boy's style of play. Ball out.
Yeah, and just to say something real quick before I bring in the brother Edie Chosen from the Bronx, that train of thinking is old, and it was dying with the old coach who was dying. He knew his job was dying. He would run that boy into a wall, you know what I mean, to secure his position, and they had to protect him from his own self. So, but yeah, it's all good.
And real quick, and I'm sorry, E, but it's not even just that. It's like when they look at this kid, he's mostly everything that they ask for from a quarterback. Yeah, I mean, personality wise, field wise, you know what I'm saying, smarts, all that. You know what I'm saying? He has it all. So where do you attack him at? And if you listen to all the media guys and everybody that does have something to say about Dart, that's the only thing that they go to. Well, he got to learn how to dive because he's going to kill himself, and he just he's good, but he just got to learn how to dive. That's the only narrative that they do have.
Yeah, I mean, and praise the Lord for it too, because the honest truth is, we know that's fixable versus a throwing motion or something wrong with his feet, and they're making sure they're getting that tighter too. So, but we got our brother with us, Edie Chosen one from the Bronx. What's going on, family? What's happening? What's happening?
First of all, I love all of you guys, man. It's good to see you.
There you go.
Good to hear you. And all that sounds cool. Same! You see what's going on out here?
Uh-oh.
That's what I came to say.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, stop playing with me. Stop playing
Stop
with
playing
me.
with
man.
us. Stop
Come
playing
on,
with us.
man.
All that sound great. All that analytical shit they doing, that's
Yeah.
wonderful. Y'all sound wonderful. I just need all of y'all to know that. Y'all all look wonderful. The caricatures, the images, all that shit is beautiful, Freezy. The production, y'all are doing y'all thing. The Shakedown 2.0 is in the building. Subscribe to the tribe. Let's get to what's going on. Okay? Let's get to what's going on.
Shout out to Wolf.
3 and easy. You understand me? Easy. Easy. Setting records.
Records. Lost 2 to Atlanta, 110.
And never look back.
We haven't.
Thunderclap.
Nobody has. We beat everybody by more than 10 digits. I mean, 2 digits.
Disrespectful.
10, 20, 30, 40.
And our superstars
How you
aren't even the people that's getting it. That's same. I'm telling you right now. We win a championship. I'm stabbing everybody that has some shit to say. Any jealous bullshit. Any nigga that ever looked at me wrong.
All right.
I don't give a fuck no more, man.
Shut down the wax parties. You see? Shut down the wax parties.
You got to chill, man. That's why we can't have parades and none of that. Yeah.
Yo, I'm telling you right now, Saint.
Yeah.
I'm on some bullshit.
Yeah.
Stabbing. Yo, I'm going to Baltimore. Stabby stab. I'm going to Houston. Stabby stab. I'm going. You know
coming here to stab for.
I ain't saying nothing about you. I said I'm just going to Houston. The stabby stab.
Oh,
don't be a victim.
My body different.
Yeah. What?
Shout out to the Knicks, man.
What? What'd you say?
Shout out to the Knicks out here making history, man. We going.
Come on, man. Yo, same. I'm just here to listen, so I won't get fined. Y'all go ahead. Nah, bro, you don't understand what I'm on right now.
I was about to say, just make sure that, just get the reverberations out because we still on day 2. We talking a little bit, but yeah, get it out, brother. Pause. You know what I'm saying?
What? What?
Are you happy?
3
Sing.
zips. Yo,
What?
LRP said to clean them up. We just listened what the LRP said. We cleaning them boys up.
All them carries, all them little over the neck push shots, none of that means nothing over here.
Nothing.
Talk to them, Jimmy. Talk to them. They saying they're gonna try to toss myself. The first one to come in here is gonna die. I ain't taking no shit in here.
Line them up. Start
Line them up. Line them up.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Yeah, I know.
We're making teams look bad, same. We're making teams look bad.
Yeah, I don't think the teams I don't think they should have been there. A lot of them, they ain't look good. They look flabby and sick, to be honest.
Yeah, especially Philly.
Yeah. Y'all gonna have to tune into the Blue Bodega, man. We're gonna cook up something for the family, cook up something for the fans, man.
My
We
God.
gonna give y'all something, man.
My God.
Time for the finals.
Man.
My
Just
God.
in time for my Spurs to face them Knicks in the finals.
Yeah, I need y'all to step to your business, brother. You heard me? I'm tired of you over here too with my Spurs. Handle y'all shit. You understand?
We gonna handle them. OKC. Ain't nobody
handle it, bro.
Over here. Gonna handle it. We're gonna handle it.
I'm tired of waiting for motherfuckers. You understand me? I don't need 9 days off. Step to your business so we can make it happen.
Different in the West. It's not. You know what I mean? It's not.
No, we different in the East.
It's
That's it.
over here.
All right. We get
Not
to
Little
it.
Hills.
We ain't even know at that bridge. Let them brothers even win that game.
No, we at the bridge.
I'm saying
we
like,
at the
let them
bridge.
brothers win that
They
game.
ain't at the bridge.
Get to that bridge.
Yeah.
The Knicks is where they need to be.
Yeah.
Darnell Jones, where I wanna be.
Shout out to Jay Hernandez. No, we don't endorse, nor do we condone that type of activity over
He talking metaphorically.
right.
Yeah. All right, so
back to the
New York,
Giants.
back to the New York Giants information.
Love
Day
to say.
2, defensive playmakers. Rico Payton with the second team had a near pick 6, one of the biggest defensive plays of the day. Burns and Thibodeau again, man, consistently in the backfield, sniffing out the quarterback. At this point in time, like I'm trying to explain to y'all, Andrew Thomas played. He was there day 1 and 2, so these boys was acting up a little bit with the agility drills. Newsome and Reese. Newsome had a couple breakups in the end zone. Hold on. Oh, breaks up an end zone TD. Reese showing elite speed, dropping in coverage, and we can actually see that those who saw the clip on day 3, him and Edmonds were like in sync. It was simultaneous on the drop back, and it just looked so smooth. It looked like you could put jazz to it. You know what I'm saying? It just looked so smooth. But talk to me. How we feeling, fellas, man? This defense is going to be crazy, bro. Every time I look around, I'm like, yo, this defense is going to be crazy. And Shakes, I'm going to say this. I'm glad Thibodeau's here, man. I'm glad it was Dexter, not Thibodeau. I didn't know who it was going to be, but somebody had to go. Somebody had to go. At this point in time, I'm glad it was Dexter, not Thibodeau. But talk to me, family. How we feeling?
Shit. It's gonna be good because when it come down to cutting some of these players, we're gonna be like, damn. And a lot of these players are gonna get picked up immediately. Like we got an overflow of players in certain positions where they're gonna be able to compete and let the best man win. You know what I'm saying? So that's always a plus. And there are a lot of young players. Even the veterans are young, 25, 26, things like that. So we're heading in the right direction, man. The future look bright, man. You know what I mean? We got some competition going out there, and that's all you can ask for, man. Especially when you got in mind that next man up mentality in regards to if somebody get nicked up, next man step up, and we don't need to see no drop-offs. You know what I mean? Or not drastic drop-offs. You know what I mean? So it's looking good so far, man.
Yeah, we got veteran participation in voluntary drills. So we got to understand that too. That's big. That's really big. Pause. All right. Anybody else got anything to add to that?
Absolutely, man. It's just dope that we have an identity now. We have a locker room swag. We have a leader of men, and we also have men that'll becoming leaders because of that, man. One, we have no holes on this roster. As the great Shakes Montana would say, we have no holes on this team. When you look at every position, there's a position, even as a starter, that has to compete with the guy behind him.
I'm sorry.
And then the reserves.
My brother,
right?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to stop your knowledge. I do apologize. But our brother LRP believes we have a hole on this position called wide receiver that we need to sign a veteran.
Major key.
Well, is it really a hole, or is it a position that, because there's a question mark with the health of a guy, right?
And the temptation of a guy.
Right. That's the thing. So I don't really see the word hole being there, because that means there's something that's missing, as opposed to something that's already there that's going to be able to be right back when barring health, right back to the situation. But hold on, that hole, as if that's what the word we're using, not myself personally, but let's use it. Look at the things that are there that can compensate for the question mark. We didn't have a Malachi Fields last year. We didn't have a Darrell Mooney. We didn't have a Calvin Austin. We didn't have an Isaiah Likely. So we have 3 players that are able to compensate for the missing player on our team, if that's okay. So let me ask a question in reverse. Do you feel Isaiah Likely, Calvin Austin, and Darrell Mooney, along with a Malachi Fields, is able to fill the space of a Malik Nabers? I'm asking you, brothers.
Yeah, no. I'm completely thinking that they really did a solidified situation in covering their bases, even though we did pretty decent not playing with Malik the majority of the year.
Because I want
Freezy, the brother that's in question. When it comes to the availability.
Okay, so let me say this to our brother LRP, right? Do you realize that Jaxson Dart played a half of football with Malik Nabers?
Mhm.
A whole season, right? So that means that he never even built a relationship with him and still did what he did without the 3 additions that we have on the offense when it comes to receiver and tight end. He did what he did without 3 guys that were not there and Malik Nabers. So what will he do with 3 additional guys and the return of Malik Nabers?
I have no idea. But I think based off of the people that you named, yes, to answer your question flat out, yes, they have the potential to match the productivity of not having the Malik Nabers there. If you add 3 to 1, the odds are in your favor, of course. And then you got the emergence of Bo Collins. So you also have a guy that you can put on special teams as well as take up a wide receiver spot. So, I understand that we are going to be good, but as we know, as we've seen already, injuries happen. So the question that was asked, and based off of just the question that was asked, would you sign the Odell Jr. or Stephon Diggs when you have the money and the power to add a receiver of those caliber to this roster? My answer is yes.
And I roll with that all the way. But do I want Stephon Diggs? No, I don't. No, I don't. I'm sorry. I won't say no, LRP. I'll say because of John Harbaugh, right? I could roll with that. I don't think he had any actual problems in New England during the regular season. We all know Cardi B was a shorty or whatever, but I don't think he had any issues, right?
Yeah. But they don't want that PR, man.
Right, and she's from
court.
New York.
He was in court. He was in court for some sort of
like it was a lot, right?
Winning,
and that's the thing.
They don't want that PR.
And so it's a no-brainer for me. If we need to fill a roster spot and also bring an excitement, because let's talk about the excitement that an Odell Beckham Jr. signing brings to this team, the money factor, all those things. I'm with you, LRP, 1,000,000%. If you're trying to tell me Odell Beckham, Darrell Mooney, Calvin Austin, Isaiah Likely, Malik Fields, and we already know the rest of the guys that are there. We don't got to talk about them. WNBA and Darius Brick Slayton. You know what I'm saying? We get it.
And I would just like to say in closing,
Slayton's crazy.
I absolutely agree. They may not want the kind of trash that PR trash that we guys was just talking about, but we also have another player that just stuck himself in the same kind of trash, just of a different color. So
I love you. You're all right, brother. We'll be all right.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? It's a massage therapist in your state that Deshaun Watson used to use, and I am going to get you one of those.
Is it not equivalent, just different?
It's similar. It's in the
bracket. It's in the bracket. We're not going right. We're not going.
We're just not privy to, family.
Right. We're not going to come at. You right. It's in the bracket.
I'll wait for the book to come out.
Yeah, it's in the bracket.
Talking about bad PR. I mean,
yeah. No, you're not wrong, brother.
You're not wrong, bro. It's in the bracket.
Fair as well.
It's in the bracket.
All right. Moving on to day 3. As the brother was talking about, Calvin Austin, man, part of that, the trio. He said if it takes 3 to make 1, this young man was out there making plays 3 straight days, man. Explosive plays, elite speed, him and Jaxson Dart, getting familiar, becoming a favorite out there. Day 3 also, and Andrew Thomas took, they were doing precautionary things with him. But, of course, he's coming off the Liz Frank, and he had some sort of shoulder thing that he was dealing with from last year that popped up that we didn't know about. They were asking John Harbaugh about it. And he was like, I don't know. I wasn't here. It was from like last year. I don't know. Just she got a toe in the shoulder. I don't know. So Marcus Bowe got the first team left tackle reps, man. Out there, get a little bit of that flavor. Joshua Zudo also got some first team reps. And Evan Neal. Make sure I put this in there for Shakes. Evan Neal got some late second team reps for the brother Shakes Montana. Shakes, man, your kid, man. Let's give a round of applause, man. That boy,
Yeah, your adopted kid that I dropped off
man,
right on 695.
he done made it to the twos, man.
What's up, bro?
He done made it to the twos,
Shout out
man.
to him, bro.
Yo,
Hey,
is that
listen,
your clap? Hold on.
That desperate, nasty
Yo,
clap.
that's your live clap, bro?
yeah, yo, you know what I mean? Yeah, yo. Shout out
What
to him,
is going on?
you know what I mean?
Yo,
Shout out-
Is he talking about the
I
Knicks
don't
now?
ever think,
All this
yo,
time?
I don't ever think I heard this man live clap.
Sound like the Cavaliers locker room
Yo,
right now.
word.
So, yeah, man.
Man.
The man made it to the second team. No, but what I really liked about what they did with him in the OTAs that I don't think nobody is even talked about or even know about. But with the third teams, he was having reps at right guard and left guard.
Yeah, that
So
part of when you said that before the last show, that part I
Okay,
didn't
okay,
see.
okay, all right, but
Yeah.
yeah, so yeah, they definitely doing that with him. So I'm glad to see that, to see if you know what I mean, it's something. Where is he good at? You know what I mean, and that's what Harbaugh is trying to see, and I fucks with that. And now, you know what I mean, he got some rest with the second team. That's
Can I
great.
can I ask you a
Great.
question?
That's great.
Can I ask you a question? Because you my
He's
brother and
good
I
in the
love you.
cafeteria. He's good in the cafeteria. He
Can
good.
I ask you a question?
He said good at
I'm like,
Where is he good at?
well, according to Black Freezer, he'd be better on that left side.
Yeah.
But that was black analytics 3 years ago because we all
Still
understood he
feel the
was left
same
hand
way. Nah, I
dominant.
still feel
Yeah,
the same way, but
you
it's
feel
just
me?
like the
But black,
Zudo factor though, because they still trying to Zudo at tackle ball. I think he a
right?
guard, but
He played 23 out of 36 games on the left side, black.
I know family, but I mean, they,
But you know what? Shout outs to Evan Neal. God bless you.
I know.
Cafeteria.
I know, but it's over. It's finito.
Yeah.
yeah,
Pasé la que ti. It's over.
yeah.
my man.
Especially when they bringing his big brother for Lele. He
Right.
can't get the reps now. Now you definitely can't get them reps.
They sharing sandwiches, bro.
You
They
crazy?
taking half.
shit,
So
they
you know when
sharing
you get
moving
a
around
sandwich.
buffets.
Yeah,
These
yeah.
dudes is 380
You know what I'm talking about,
pounds.
Ghost? When you
Yeah,
when you get a hero and they cut it in half.
And the pieces, yeah.
Yeah,
Like
bro,
one
and
piece for
like
you.
they're grabbing pieces
you.
of sandwiches from each other.
Yeah.
Nah, this the
That's
fat
it.
boys at the buffets. If you ever saw the movie,
Mhm.
they clearing it out.
Mm.
yo, 6'8", 380.
Yeah, yo, what? They
Bananas.
break
Crazy. They
breaking
eating up the
pieces of bread.
cafeteria, family.
You know what I'm saying? They breaking
Whoa.
off pieces of ribs, bro.
Not at all, bro. They crushing
Yo,
shrimp
just
from the
bring out the
top
whole roasted pig
and
bro.
biting. You know
Terrible.
what I'm saying? They eating whole rabbits.
Yeah, exactly.
Austin
But all right.
Pepper.
All right, man. Yeah, so explosion on day 3.
Cornbread.
Day 3, man. Tactical shift. The brother Shakes was alluding to this earlier. Went back to some alerts. Kill under center.
Alone.
Taking a lot of snaps. Heavy under center. Play action concepts. Pushing some mental growth on Jaxson Dart, and he also spoke about it as well during his presser, stating that this was the part that he needed to get in his game, to pretty much diagnose things and to feel comfortable, going under snap, and handing the ball off or operating out of it, period. So I'm gonna go here to my brother Shakes Montana. Talk to me, baby. What how you feeling about this, man? This is what you wanted. This is what we talked about. Back to that smash mouth. How we feeling, man? The concepts are changing, man. Tactical shift.
I remember exactly when this shit shifted, right? And y'all gonna be like, oh yeah, right? Reminder, right? So we used to be this team with the quarterback under center, and then next thing you know, we was a team that start doing shotgun draws. And I could not stand that goddamn shotgun draw for shit. Like, what the fuck is this, bro? That shit is soft and it's weak as hell, bro. No, back to smash mouth it is, bro. So yes, I'm happy about this. But the thing is, Dart is not comfortable doing this. like he has not even done this in college. So I just want to see his transition for him being under center more than previous years.
All right. Talk to me. LRP, how you feeling about the transition, man? Smash mouth football. You know, we getting back to the old school, man. Talk to me.
You know, I absolutely love it. Being under center, being able to see the defense, learning from a cerebral point of view. That's where the quarterback takes control of the game. So you can get over your Caleb Downs draft pick to the Cowboys. If this boy is doing what he needs to do under center, free snap, then he should be able to eliminate these, guys on the other end. So I absolutely love it. And if people get over the, you know what, I'll just leave it at that.
He is mad today.
Yeah, man.
Ain't got no friends.
All right, Ghost Dog, talk to me, baby. How you feeling about the change of concept, tactical shift, baby?
Man, I love it, man. This is exactly what we've been clamoring for. It's what we've been wanting for the longest, man. It's coming back home, baby. That's what this is right here. This is home. And talking about smash mouth under center with the play action and the run game, when was the last time we had a fullback in the room? I just feel like we don't talk about Rich Ricard enough, man. Like, last time we had a fullback was Henry Hynoski. Shout out to the Rhinoceros.
Right,
Rhinoceros.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's like we...
Not an eight-back, a true fullback.
Wait. Didn't we have a Terminator after that?
Nah, we didn't have nobody that I can recall.
Nah, we didn't have James Conner, the Terminator?
Was he? Are you sure? Was he fullback? You sure he wasn't?
Yeah, James Conner was our fullback, bro. The Terminator.
Yeah, Conner was the last one.
Okay, he was there for a little bit, but that's how bad. That's how. That's how much of a shift we've had that I don't even remember old boy. You know what I'm saying? So, and no disrespect to John Connor, but again, man, it just feels familiar but different. You know what I'm saying? It just does. We see Mr. Hardball back there with the Air Maxes on. You know what I mean? Keeping it business casual. No games getting played on the training field. All business. Getting ready for the season. And let's just keep it that way. No more distractions.
Yeah. In America, you should be your First Amendment right gives you the right to go to places. That's what that means, according to some people. That's what it means. You have every right to go to places.
All right. LRP.
Oh, no, go ahead, LRP.
Yeah, okay. LRP, go ahead, man. Say your piece on this, man. Tactical shift. How you feeling about it? Getting back to the smash mouth situation.
Oh, shit, we could remix it. I just did it. I don't know if I
That's
heard
right,
it
yeah,
first
that's what I was
off,
trying to close it up with. Chase kind of messed me up.
Oh,
No,
my
it's
bad.
all
My
good.
bad.
I'll
I
add
wanted
to it. I'll add to it. I got two more things to add. Kill, changing plays, being able to dissect. That's where you win. That's how you win the play. Win the play.
Okay.
So, remember in the once the season was over, and I guaranteed Ricard was going to be on this team, and you remember like when he truly signed, like how I was so happy about it because again, we're going to smash mouth football.
You know what it means.
Yeah, I mean, so it's like run the ball. That's why even then it was like, to me, I started imagining Ricard and then your son behind him, Scatterboo. And I'm like, oh man, that's just dangerous. You know what I mean? Like that's two trucks coming at you, bro. Pause, but that's just crazy. And then I thought about the fact of having Love in there with that, like, oh my gosh. But yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna get into that. But yeah, like, yeah, I mean, Scatterboo behind that, bro. Like, pause. But yeah, that's dangerous for any defense, man.
Yo, you're gonna have to start putting respect on my son real soon here, Shake.
Oh,
word up. Because I'm tired.
Yeah,
you talk about Scatterball. You always talk about a player that ain't even here right now. But for some reason, you got a problem talking about motherfucking 29. All right? You're gonna have to put some respect on my son's name here real soon.
Let's talk
Well, say
about
his name.
29
Say his
for a
name.
second, Ghost.
Say his name.
Tyrone Tracy Jr. God damn
Let's
it.
talk about it.
All right.
The most consistent running back we've had that didn't even have a long running back career in college. Played wide receiver and has been the most consistent running back since he's been with us.
Right, and it's like 1,200 yards on purpose don't mean nothing anymore. But you know what?
Now you know what it is. That he don't got no flash to him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I wish he had the numbers of Le'Veon Bell.
I'll tell you what, though, when he in that end zone and he breaking free when he running, and that vision is right.
I don't mean to disrespect, but I'm going to disrespect.
I'm talking from the Shakes perspective. I gotta let him talk. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, because my boy got loud and shit trying to defend his son.
Nah, man. Talking about love. He didn't even hear it.
I'm gonna be disrespectful, okay? Because we're talking about. Hold on. No, I sat and listened. So now you gonna stick. This is what I gotta say now. All right. So now what I'm gonna say, and it's true, and it's gonna hurt you, but it's okay because you're my brother, okay? But what we're talking about is Jeremiah Love is filet mignon. And you're talking about Tyrone Tracy, who steakums, okay? And I don't mean to be disrespectful. And I don't mean it to be disrespectful.
Wow, that was crazy.
Yeah, you are disrespectful.
Yeah, that is crazy. Steakums, bro?
Mediocre, son.
Steakums is crazy. That's wild.
Okay.
Yo! Not even the New York Strip.
We done with that, all right? I want to get loud because you
not even the New York Strip.
So he not even a ribeye, Shakes? He not even a ribeye.
Nah, he definitely sirloin at least. But yo, all I'm saying is this: you keep talking about a player that's playing for Arizona right now. All right, and peace be the journey.
Amen.
All I'm saying is this:
that's real.
Show 29 some love because he's gonna put up yards this season. You could book it right now. It might be a situation where we might have two ponies over here racing to see who gets to 1,000 first. Real talk. But we gonna see.
I'm gonna write that.
We gonna see.
All right.
You could date that motherfucker too.
Ooh. All right. Same. Did you get your closing on the tactical shift?
Nah, I actually didn't, man. You know what I mean? Hold on, man. The tactical shift. Well, that's good because that's gonna be more responsibility laid upon him. You know what I mean? He's a triple threat because he could run, hand the ball off, pass the ball. You know what I mean? It's a threat of running a multitude of ways in different situations. You know what I'm saying? So from beginning to the end, it's always going to be a threat of running the ball while he's under center. You know what I mean? But I'll be looking at his footwork because his blind side just gets a little bit larger. Because when you're doing a play action from under the center, what you was able to see out of the shotgun is going to be minimalized. It's going to be a lot smaller. You're not going to be able to see. You're going to have your back turned to your blind side. You feel me? When you're coming out of your break, when you're coming out to do the handoff and things like that, that blind side get a little bit blinder coming out of the shotgun as opposed to being under center. And I will be looking at the footwork, being this is something you're not known for. Are you going to trip over your own shoestrings? Is the center going to step on your toes? Those are things I'm going to be looking at. You know what I'm saying? Just taking a deeper delve into some of the mechanics and things of that nature when it's something that's presented to them that's pretty new. You know what I mean?
I could dig it, baby. I could dig it. All right, closing on this. Anybody got anything else on this one?
Of course.
We got to stay focused.
Of course.
You the chosen one.
Of course. Of course.
My bad.
No, baby. That's fine. Listen, I think everything that my brothers is talking about is wonderful. So what I'm going to do is like I'd like to do. I take two strings and tie a knot, right? This is the greatest part of his development that's necessary in this part of his career in life. This either shows that he has the ceiling that we didn't recognize, right? Because this is the next level for him. being able to learn how to read defenses, come out of pre-snap motion, get into pre-snap motion, read a defense, call out the mic, play that game between him and the safety where, you know what I'm saying, he's either going to be able to look him off, pump fake him off, or trick the defense. And now this is also a tool that he puts in his mental bag, where defensive coordinators got to say, yo, this kid is a well-rounded, developed kid. We can't fool him with none of these corner blitzes, as Sane was alluding to when he said that his blind side won't be looked at as much, but having an all-pro over there also helps. But what if the all-pro is overloaded on that blind side and they have a corner blitz coming from who he's already protecting, which may be a tight end or maybe a defensive back, maybe a linebacker, maybe a D lineman, right? He's going to have his hands full. So he's going to have to learn how to process faster. He's going to have to learn how to see the field quicker. He's going to have to learn how to read defenses faster. And this is all for the greater development of a second-year kid playing in the NFC East. So I think it is a perfect situation for him to take his own situation to the next level. And look how Harbaugh is doing it already, bro. First year, coming in with developmental situations and skill sets for this kid to have a greater career if he can grasp concepts. I love it.
Well said. Excellent. Elegantly said. Excellent. Let's move on to the last portion of the third day. There's a do not practice list, but some of the brothers weren't there because once again it was voluntary. We know that Scatterbull is definitely dealing with what he's dealing with. Jameis Winston is he's abroad. He's across the pond. In the UK, I believe, doing some public relations. Patrick Ricard, DJ Reader, Shelby Harris, Sam Roberts, they all pretty much took Veterans Days. They didn't have to show up. Drew Phillips had a little nick. Not sure what that was. It might have been a personal thing, or it might have been an injury. I'm not sure exactly. As we talked about earlier, the medical tent, Andrew Thomas, took the last day off. They, did a maintenance day on him, they called it, from what he said at the podium. Jalen Hyatt on the bike again. You can't even talk him up.
He said that last part fast, Breeze. He was like, on the bike again. On the bike again. On the bike again.
Get the man. If you don't get this fucking WNBA playoff out, never mind. Man. They just had a draft too.
Sad love song, bro. It's terrible, bro.
It is, man. You know what I'm saying? He should be playing for the Fever.
Yeah, coach. I tweaked something when I was running the route against Air, son. There's something wrong with your diet at this point in time.
It's not that, bro. He ain't got enough calcium.
He must be eating Twizzlers and nothing but Skittles at night, bro. I don't know. What's
bro.
on.
That's what I'm saying. The calcium ain't right, bro.
Yeah,
the B12.
There got to be a deficiency somewhere, and I think that usually comes from the diet.
Yeah, it's the beta carotene.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But
it's the beta carotene. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I feel you. Also, Roy Robertson Harris came up limping, as Shakes was talking about way earlier in the program, and he unfortunately is done for the season. He tore his.
Wait a minute!
You got to be kidding me!
Yeah,
wait a minute!
Yeah, he tore his.
Wait a minute! Hold on for a second. Roy Robertson Harrison, what's wrong with him?
Man,
I just told you, my brother.
He said, I just told you.
Yeah.
You ain't hear that?
Yeah, he tore his Achilles,
no,
man.
Oh man.
No.
Yeah.
But guess what though? We got another person with 3 names.
Yeah, no.
You see how that go?
So ultimately, if you think about it, really behind him, where they kind of had it lined up, and really you got to take this from our lads versus the Giants on how they see things, but kind of had automatically Darius Alexander stepping in there.
You heard?
It's starting his second year. So
yeah. See, and this is the Harbaugh effect, right, gentlemen?
Mm-hmm.
I just said it earlier, about 27 minutes ago. Reserves that are pushing for starting positions, but most of all, quality depth behind those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Roy Robert Harris What up, right, Harrison? We extend our love to you, and please get better, heal up, will up, bring
Give
it back,
back
come
to
rewind.
my.
You understand? We know with
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
we're good.
I mean, it's all good, man. 32 years old. God bless the man. You know what I mean, on his his career and everything like that.
Right.
Cause that's rough. That's rough for a big man. But
It is.
also just like the brother LLP, was eloquently stating, you know what I mean. Once again, make sure you check the Shakedown Shenanigans. I'm not sure what episode that was, but probably the last one he did. As he went over what John was saying about Malik, you know what I'm saying? He said you prepared to play and win without excuses. And that's exactly what we did last year, as the brothers were saying earlier. And we'll see Malik when he's ready. We'll see Malik when he's ready.
But to speak on this, uh,
Oh, my bad, Shakes. Go ahead.
no, you good, you good. But Roy Roberts Harrison,
Mhm.
Harris, excuse me, I'm Harrison. I'm with you now.
Right.
Yeah,
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 we,
yeah.
Roy
He was
right.
Roberts
laughing
It's
at
all
him, but
right,
he
bro. I'm
got you.
just,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I
trying to
probably,
correct
yeah.
everything. I
Thank
fucked
you,
up. You
fam.
know what
I
I'm saying?
just listen.
Yeah, man. But
Mhm.
nah, this is to me, and this is why I was trying to bring it up earlier. But this is I think this is an injury that we could not really afford to have, to a position that we are sitting there trying to figure out who's going to be the usual suspects. And you mentioned that they already had in what was it, our labs, whatever it
Our
is.
lads, yeah, our
Yeah,
lads.
yeah, yeah. Um, they did have Alexander as a starter, and they did have Reader as a starter, but they also had Roy Robertson Harris as the other starter. But now, yeah, I mean, it kicks Shelby Harris up to be the actual now solidified starter and his job to lose. But yeah,
Yeah,
like
I was gonna say, if anything, I would think it would shift in Lucky Fotu. He gets more of a up on the roster now. You know what I
but
mean?
this is why I was trying to tell y'all in one of the previous shows that I think he's the backup nose.
He is though. You're right. You're right. But I think they also like Shelby's versatility. He can play some of it. It's
Yeah,
mainly on third
he's
down.
a veteran with he
Mainly
done
on third
played in
down
many
though.
games, and yeah,
Yeah.
he's just the OG of the group at this point. He's bro.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Real rap.
And
He's
come down
Yeah.
to it. We got a Patrick
Mm-hmm.
Ricard too. Got somebody named Patrick Ricard. You know what I mean? Throw him over there too. If we
Yeah.
come down to it. You know what I mean? Shit.
Nah, but I think it bumps up. Even though you're right, Shakes, he is the backup nose tackle. Lucky Fatu. Um, it bumps up one of the children though. Who's on the back end of that
Alexander.
roster?
It's
No, the
what
back
he
end,
was
the back
talking about.
end, the back
It was
end.
what he was talking about, the
Of what?
other man
Of
with
what?
three names.
The D line people?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's the
yeah. Say that
other
again.
man with three names. You know what I'm saying?
The
The
other
young
man
bull.
with 3 names, baby.
Young bull.
Yeah, BJ,
Oh,
Bobby
oh,
Johnson.
oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. But
Yes.
that's kind of why I had. That's why I had Lucky on the Fritz, right? That's why I kind of had him on the Fritz was because of BJT. But
Hmm.
I kind of think now it kind of gives him up because I think he can play some of those outside positions too because he has the length.
Hmm.
That's why I said we lose one man with 3 names, and God rest and bless him, and
Yeah,
we love
yeah. My
you, and
bad, my
thank
bad.
you
I
for
was, I
being
wasn't.
Jerry.
That went over my head. My bad.
Yeah, that's why I said. And now the other man with 3 names
Hmm.
is here. So here we go. This is why I said shout outs to Harbaugh. I remember back in the day, bro, just 2 years ago, the moment we said a starter was going down, it was panic, pandemonium, all type of ruckus. We was confused, bewildered, lethargic. Now,
Let me shake the
hey,
room.
come on down, man.
Let me shake the room. I gotta do at least one show. So y'all know the boy got a relationship with this player I'm about to bring up, Pennywise. Y'all don't think we should give
Hmm.
Pennywise a shot?
No, I mean you bring him in. You bring him in because you still need the body for
Yeah,
camp. You bring
Refresh
up
my
a
memory
Give him
man,
some
on who
shrimp.
Pennywise is.
tell him exactly who Pennywise is.
Jadeveon Clowney is Pennywise for those who don't know. You know what I mean?
Cup of coffee.
Clowney, Pennywise, y'all get it?
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Yeah, I
You've
mean,
been trying to bring him in here for
let's bring
19 years
yeah,
anyway.
I have, right? I have. You're not lying. Go ahead.
yeah. I mean, this the fit, this fits. Depending on when when there's an opportunity to do so. But right now, yeah, I think that's a blow, but I don't think it's a big one. I think we can get that off the street, just like you're alluding to right now. So, but I think we did it, fellas. I mean, I think we held the family long enough. Think we can get some closing statements out of here, man.
Price of chicken over rice, baby.
Yeah,
Halal.
yeah. Allow.
You know what I'm saying?
Halal.
Halal. Jadeveon
halal.
Clowney, give him the halal deal.
Give him, give him the halal there. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? White sauce, red sauce.
Yeah.
That's
right.
it.
Yeah.
Good.
All that. Yeah, sure.
Gotta be careful with that red salt. That shit hot as a motherfucker, boy.
Yeah, you got the.
Nah,
we definitely
you
hitting
gotta
him
have
with the
stomach. You gotta have a
1.5.
stomach for it. You got a stomach. You gotta have a
Yeah.
stomach for it, man.
You know what I'm saying? You have the prebiotics ready.
Gotta have that joint ready. That's why they used to drink that. The cow's milk, all that.
Mm-hmm.
But, all right, let's get some closing statements, man. Let's take us to the crib real quick. Ghost dog, take us to the crib, family.
Yes, sir, man.
Hold on, real quick. Shout out for you for
Mhm.
hanging in. Shout out to Mrs. Hangover, man, for letting you hang out with us, brother.
Oh,
And I
for
don't
sure.
mean like you got a leash,
Sure.
man, but I understand
Yeah, no,
what
for
family
sure.
and union is. You know what I mean? But
Now he said
Yeah,
something wild on Monday. That's what this is about.
I just want to give a shout out to the family. That's it. I just want to give a shout out to the family. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
go ahead,
for
bro.
sure.
He
But
said, shout out to Jimmy.
right.
Right, LP. You
Yeah,
feel
it
me?
will. Definitely fuck your whole world up.
I'm
But
trying to tell y'all you gonna be on Saturday.
closing statements, man. Look, I woke up to some terrible, well, not terrible, but just some concerning situations in the media. We as Giants fans, we already have a bad enough rep as it is, constantly fighting over each other over the stupidest of reasons. Let's just come together with the success of this football team, and hopefully they can be successful. Just let's keep it about business. Let's keep it about on the field. You know what I mean? And let's just get to work, man. Let's just be successful again. That's it. That's all I'm rooting for. All the other bullshit, all the other noise, leave it where it's at, man. And that's my advice to the rest of the Big Blue Ocean as well. And as I always say, man, the Big Blue Revolution will be televised. And that's peace. Take it
All
away.
right, Ghost dog. Root. Peace to the family. All right, Edie Chosen One from the Bronx. Yo, shout out to you too for hanging with us, man. Old school. Hanging out at
Yeah,
night.
when
The brother said
but
last
you
time.
already know. Yeah,
Yo,
last time,
Henry,
bro.
I gotta
The
go.
phone,
My
yo,
phone's
listen,
It's at
Yeah,
3 and 0.
listen,
I gotta
listen,
go.
3 and
bro.
0 right now. That's what it
The
is.
last time my phone hit me in the heart, bro. You know,
You know when it hit that sternum. You be like, all right,
yo,
man.
listen, listen,
somebody
bro.
else.
When you hit the
Play
third,
games with me.
you know what I'm saying? When you hit the third artery, that was
Mhm.
crazy for me. But thank God I lived through it. I'm here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and it's magical. Today is just a magical day, man. Even though the rain was disgusting and the Northeast Coast right now is just going through the floods and just little stuff. That's natural Mother Nature stuff, man. Part of my lateness, but thank you for allowing me to have some greatness today, man. And wonderful, excellent show. You brothers, I don't have the words to describe how great you brothers do what you do, man. And this is not just coming from somebody that's a brother to you. I'm looking at things from somebody who possibly is just joining the show for the first time or in the chat for the first time or just finding us, right? Like, yo, you know what? Who are these brothers? And I would be totally impressed by everything that I saw. The way that you guys eloquently talk, the way that you guys put everything together. And this is me being a fan of the brothers that I love because I'm still a fan of our team, right? And that in itself right there is just, it is great, man. And I love you brothers, man. And thank you so much for always putting up with me. But I don't give a fuck about nothing right now except the New York Knicks. And that's all I got to say about that. God bless y'all. You chosen one from the Bronx. I'm out. We good.
All right. Shout out to the family. Edie Chosen One from the Bronx. Yes, sir. Family. My brother. All right. My brother, LRP. Talk to me, man. Take us to the crib, baby.
Yes. Today was a day, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Today was a day.
That's what I'm going to you right now. Yeah, go ahead. Yes.
Yeah, man. I typically, people are who they are, right? I've known this for years. You can't change people. I mean, we were born in it. Everybody on this panel,
That's
we were
right.
born in it.
That's right.
You know what I mean? People are who they are. But I got to tell you, man, I would be remiss if I didn't say that every single day, ever since I got the teachings from my pops, ever since I got the teachings from my moms, from Malcolm, from Carmichael, from Hampton, you know what I'm saying? From Huey, from Steele, from Du Bois, from many other teachers, from Ali. You just wish that those words that Sam Cooke sung would finally kind of get the other side too. Let those words reach the other side and just change that heart, change that outlook, change that state of mind that you think that something is being taken away from you. And it never does, man. It never happens. So, whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever. It is what it is. But as you can see, the show started off one way. Everybody got a chance to say what they wanted to say. But still, in the middle of the show, you saw us praising that same person in the same topic. So, before you pass judgment, throw stones, whatever, get all in your feelings, use buzzwords to try to get people all excited, try to get them out their character. It don't work over here, for one. And for two, motherfucker went to go see Biff, bro. Like, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, the sports almanac. I'm gonna keep saying that.
You got the sports almanac, bro. We back to the future like a motherfucker, but it's all good. Go Giants. I have a good one, man. Enjoy your weekend. Change ain't never gonna come.
From Houston. Y'all make sure y'all go check out my brother Shakedown Shenanigans, man. The brother be putting on for the family. All right. Same difference, man. Over there building. I see you building, man. See you building.
Yeah, man. Trying to get some things together, man.
Yeah. Talk to me, baby.
Shout out to everybody, man, supporting the crew, man. Check us out, man. Got the fellas out here putting up work, man. In regards to the topics of today's show, everybody has their own right to their political views, and everybody has a First Amendment right until they are oppressing someone else's right. So, you know what I mean? So it's all good till it ain't good. You know what I mean? I try to keep that type of stuff separate from what I do right here because I'm just a fan talking to the fans about how I feel about this team, and political views shouldn't get mixed into what I feel about this team because I'm here to be entertained. So I'm gonna take it as all WWE shit, man. Because if I take it personal, then I start growing dislikes for people and their acts and their points of views. But we live in a secular society where we'll all have the ability to have our own point of views, and they all need to be respected no matter how you feel about them. You know what I'm saying? So in that regard, let's get back to football. You know what I'm saying? Keep it about football. You know what I'm saying? OBJ, I'll take that all day, man. You know what I mean? Who knows what they're talking about? At least we know they're in talks. So that's always a plus, man. But it also gives the guys that's already here the opportunity to step their shit up and solidify their position. You know what I mean? Other than that, what else we talk about? We got Arvell Reese. We got some of the young guys out there stepping up. Like I said, like the Downs and things like that. They're giving themselves opportunities to show people what they can do. Even though it may be against air and things of that nature, they still have the physical ability to be where they need to be when they need to be there. So that's always a
Yeah,
plus.
they're moving
And
fast,
then,
man.
and then when things come back around, respect my Knicks, man. Respect the Knicks, Pete. You know what I
You done
mean?
got eat. I'm about to say he
Yes,
done came off mute. Damn it,
yes. Respect the Knicks, man.
yeah.
Yeah, we lost 2 games and won 10 straight since. And every team we beat, all double digits. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. How you want it? This is how we've been doing it, man. We not here to play with our food, man. The janitor closet was already open. Now I already don't call the janitor.
Yeah, it's time to put him on the clock. Yeah.
The keys are jingling. He's already at the door, opening the shit up.
Getting the mop ready.
Yo, we about to go to the next round, inshallah. It's gonna be from a watch party. Because nobody's gonna be watching them on the court in Madison Square. We're gonna end the shit in Cleveland.
Damn.
I said it.
They can't have watch parties no more.
Yo, Sam, can I just say something to you, Sam?
I'm listening.
Does anybody understand what 10 straight playoff wins are about to be about?
Yeah.
Does anybody understand what 10 straight playoff wins are about to be about?
Crazy.
That means that you won to the point where your time off is deserved. You have to worry about rust.
Mm-hmm.
What? I don't even know what that feel like.
Rust.
As a Knicks fan, this is so new to me. I don't even know what's going on.
You're witnessing histories, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo, we've never even felt this way before, bro. Carl Thomas, emotional.
And with that, I'm out, man. It's your boy. Same difference. Check out the family, man. Support the crew. Like, comment, subscribe. Do all the things, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend that the Shakedown 2.0 is out here again. You heard?
I apologize, but can I say one more thing?
No.
I need this to be clear. I'm not it's not one side or the other side. It really isn't. It's not even about that. For me, it's holistic. Neither side is giving anything, so it's not even about that. I just wanted to say that. That's my stance. I'm talking from a holistic view.
All right, family. Hey, listen, man. First of all, I just want to say thank you to the family for spending your time with us. It's 12/12. You know what I'm saying? God, bless to the family. For spending your time with us, man. The most precious thing in the world is time. And we appreciate y'all for spending it with us. Excuse me. I just want to say this as far as the thumbnail, if it made anybody, feel away or anything, because we're going to get the trolls. That's just a part of it. People are going to come in here to get off their frustration throughout the day, because that's a generation that was built on the internet. That's unfortunately, I wasn't raised in that generation. Usually when you said something crazy to somebody or to somebody's family, you had to say it to their face or responsibly deal with it in the public. And that's what Jaxson has to do with this thing that was presented here. It's unfortunate, but I truly, if you listen to what I'm saying, just listen to what I'm saying. The young man was uncomfortable. I don't think this is a thing that's inside of his DNA, because if it was, I think it would have showed out early. And he showed us everything, that's prior to what we saw here, or as far as this representation. I think this was a call from the top. I think if you look from the Maras to the Tishes to John Harbaugh, they all support that particular person, the president, number 47. So I think this is something that you can't just put on a child, man. He just started his career. And unfortunately, he's starting here. His PR team didn't put him in a good position, but I think that wasn't even their call. his PR team might just be the Giants PR team. Who knows? Who was hired. But I just want to say shout out to Jaxson Dart, man, and hopefully this didn't rupture anything in the locker room. I think with generations maybe, but we have a younger team, so we might have a lot of overstanding on certain things, especially when things are said to each other, and people are having conversations, because we know Abdul Carter, was the first to say a thing, and he's a Muslim brother, and Muslim brothers, if you know anything about them, they speak their piece. They don't sit on their hands a lot. So
No, not at all. And there's a lot of dumbass people in this world. But go ahead, Freeze.
yeah, no, I understand that, man, and a lot of times we can't give those people energy because they get mixed in the crowd, and what happens is we get to standing next to each other, and you can't see the forest from the trees.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I try. The older I get, I try not to give that energy because we need more information before we get to reacting on everything.
I got plenty of information.
No,
I
no,
hold
I
lecture.
understand. I understand, brother. I understand, man. But it always takes two. Just remember that for a battle. And sometimes
No problem.
sometimes people will be punching at the wind, but your arms are too short to box with guard. I'm just sorry.
Put the motherfucking guns away, Trey.
Yeah, I'll be the first one to pull them out. Here's the situation. When it comes to the OTAs, I love what I saw. We're breaking it down in phases. We went down from the workout preparation. We get into the on the field situation, getting ready to go into West Virginia. We're building it the right way. Outside of this distraction, we're building everything still the right way, right? So if we didn't know anything about this, because the most difficult thing to do is navigate politics and religion. The most difficult thing to do. And so I wouldn't expect a 20-year-old to be able to understand that.
Those are facts.
So we're building it the right way. I'm hoping that we get back to just the football situation. I know we're going to get some press stuff because this is New York, baby. It's just what it is. Everything you got to get in New York minute. So I get it. I just love the way we're building this. Here's the thing. Health is the situation. When we're looking at the defensive tackle room, the wide receiver room, you know what I mean? So hopefully we just don't get bit by no bugs and, we go into this thing healthy. One of the key things that Harbaugh was saying too, we're going to have a joint practice with Miami. We're going to see the Dolphins. So that's
Hands
a
up,
good
baby.
situation. That's a good situation. So I'm loving it. Ba 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 ba. You know what I mean? But one thing I want to say to the family, man, is make sure you are hydrating, communicating with the family, man. Please wash your hands and stop touching shit. It's Black Freezy, man. And I'm out of here. Peace. Take us to the crib, Shakes.
Don't forget divided states of America. Don't forget that.
Yeah, I know. Right? You're going to have to write a book, son.
Word, bro. Yeah, I mean, just let it out, bro. Just let it all out, bro. I go to something that my mother always told me when I was growing up, is that you can't get mad at things that you cannot control.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, so with that being said, I don't get into those politics conversations. I don't talk about that shit because that shit don't got nothing to do with me, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna do the same goddamn bullshit each and every motherfucking day. And ain't nobody on this earth can tell me not to. So fuck them. That's my stance, LRP. But towards to the Giants, just like Black Freeze said, I love everything that they have done in this offseason. To me, it's bringing back Giant football. It's something that I grew up watching. Hard-nosed defense, run the goddamn ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I know, bro. That's all I know. All that cute shit is nice, you know what I'm saying? The passing and all that, you know what I mean? That's cute and all. But nah, that ain't Giant football. Giant football is ugly. Giant football is nasty, gritty. You know what I'm saying? Dirty, the grit between your nails type shit. That's Giant football. Alright? So, I'm glad we back to that, and I'm glad to hear dudes like my son Tibbs go and say, man, camp is hard. I don't know what it is, but camp is hard right now. Pause. But that's what he said. He said camp is hard. Yeah, get used to it. You lucky you wasn't around for the Coughlin era. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Let's get back to Giant football and let's win some more championships, man. I want to see 2 more before my day is done. You know what I'm saying? I need to see 2 more before my day is done. And I think Harbaugh is gonna give it to me, Paul. So with that being said, like we always say around this time, we don't expect y'all to agree with us, but we damn sure expect y'all to understand. Understand? Don't get shook up, because we keep shit live. It's the Shakedown repping New York Giants on that drive for 5. And before I say we out of there, hey, if you're on the Shakedown Media Network right now, if you watching right now, shame on you, goddammit. I said this was the last goddamn time. So you might as well go ahead and migrate to the Shakedown 2.0, or you're just going to be missing out on these updated shows that we about to bring out, man, because we ain't doing no more shows on this goddamn channel, goddammit. All right?
Yeah, word. That was my
Take
fault.
it away, Black Freeze.
Yeah.
Yeah, send
Just
that
been
shit.
shook by the Shakedown, and we the out of here. Peace.
All right.
Peace.